Hi everyone, I'm going to react to Log Horizon Season 2, Episode 21, The Skylarks Take Flight. I wonder what that is. Okay, last episode was Isuzu creating, debuting, I guess, her 43rd song for the game. A fight between Nyanta and Lone Dark, and then Mizufa, right? Mizufa killed Lone Dark, and then there was a fight between Mizufa and Nyanta, and then Kazuhiko came in and stopped the fight and just basically told Mizufa that that's in order for them to go, because after Nureha spent some time with the kids, especially Toya, she decided to help them, I guess, by commanding one of her subordinates, I guess, to kill the wyverns and then to go home. So yeah, now I'm not sure if that means that the Operation Red Knight, if it's completely cancelled or if it's just a reprieve. I don't know, but we'll see. So that's what happened in this episode. And before we get into this one, if you guys have my reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and please go to support my Patreon at patreon.com/mini. And now let's start this episode, and here we go. Okay guys, in case the reaction gets blocked and I had to cut out the reaction itself, you can just look in the pinned comment in the comment section where for the link to the reaction highlight itself, so you can just click on it, watch it, and then you just come back for my review. Oh, and then Kazuhiko's like, Chief shouldn't kill anybody. In the way to summon this giant princess thingy. The destruction, right? When is Crossy gonna come back into the game? Like, thank you for the flashback for last episode, but like, really? How many episodes has it been now? Oh, he seems sadder last time. Who are the Skylarks? What's the Skylarks? Or is it like a ship that they created? Like airplanes and stuff? I don't know. Let's see. So that's it? So she showed up and then she's living. Oh yeah, isn't she afraid of the sun or something or other? She's that right. Is he not gonna say anything? I wonder if they zoomed in on his feet because he couldn't walk like in the real world. Oh, so he was in the real world. Oh, he made him feel better. I wonder why he's so insistent that they leave. maybe they'll blame the adventurers. I'm sure he knows what he's talking about. Who the heck is that? Talking nonsense. But it wasn't that good. Yeah. Oh my goodness. No. Okay. No, it's not. Wasn't this the guy that was just trying to hit on these girls and now they're like holding on to him? What did he do? He's allowed to, but you're not. Okay. Eat grass. Hmm. I was just thinking that. Isaac, okay. But the training stuff? Why was. Why did he. Okay, someone. He's running away from this person? Oh, is he? That the yellow hair person? He's doing something to them. I can see this being normal for some reason. Uh-huh. So they're gonna protect. Genius of marriage? What the freaky frack? Aww. Oh, yeah. Nobody says that to him. Maybe. he's gonna stop her. That's what he was trying to stop them from hearing. Oh, they're singing what this was the two that's oh, that's nice. Now I feel better about the song. Is that the Skylarks? Hold on. Okay. Nyata. Yeah. Mm. Okay, the letter. I was about to say, did he give? Oh man, it's going to end. Oh, frickety frick. I hope this letter is gonna reveal who she is. At least I know Shiro has been, I guess, looking for whoever got them stuck in the game. I don't know if Boruto has anything to do with that. But the way they started this episode, then she's like, she's leaving, she has somewhere to go. And I'm like, really? So she came into the game and we still don't know who she is. She talks this bizarre way of talking like she doesn't know anything about basically the human world. Because she didn't know what uh, certain kinds of foods are. Why did I say that right? I don't know. She didn't know about concerts. Like she was talking just way too weirdly. So it's like, what the heck is she? Who the heck is she? And we didn't know. So she left this letter with Minori, told her to give to Shiroe. And then, the episode's about to end. And then he has the letter in hand. And I'm like, ugh. So we're not going to know until next episode. The title is The Skylarks Take Flight? What the heck are the Skylarks? They didn't mention anything about called Skylarks. What the heck is that? I have no clue. Dariel also left. Toya didn't say anything to her. While she was leaving and she was smiling at them, I felt like when she was telling them that hopefully they'll meet at some point in the future or something like that, I felt that she was being genuine in that moment, that her smile was being genuine. So I was thinking that maybe Toya's probably was gonna notice that and say something about it, but he didn't. So I'm like, even Rudy asked him, like, he didn't say anything to her. So I'm like, yeah. And I love how it's not just the smile thing that Toya noticed. He also noticed the fact that she was biting her nails, and that usually people that are suffering through that. And I'm like, he's so observant, you know. he knows that he's suffering. He knows that the smile that she has on her face, like all the time, is a fake smile. That she has this hurt inside of her, I guess. I love that he was able to discern that, and he was able to help her in some way. The people of the land, after the fight, there was a whole lot of damage to the town, and the kids wanted to go and help them rebuild, basically, a little bit. But Rudy was just trying to push them out of town, and I'm like, wow, why is he doing that? I know he's doing it for a reason. And I was thinking, is it because, the people are going to blame them for the damage to the town and all that? And it was partly because of that. Well, not all of them. Some of them are grateful, especially after, he mentioned that after they had all these extra baggage, extra stuff that they have that they couldn't carry. So Isuzu was like, maybe we should ask the people of the town if they wanted anything from it. And then she saw two people walking by that were basically saying that the adventurers didn't particularly do anything, like they were counting on them to help with the wyverns and stuff, but they didn't actually do anything. So that's when Isuzu Rudy was like, yeah, some of them are grateful for the adventurers because they were alive because of them, but others are blaming the adventurers. And since they were also adventurers, he didn't want them to have to basically deal with that, But yeah. Last episode, when Isuzu debuted her 43rd song, I believe I said during my discussion, that I've wanted it to do something more than I thought that the song did, And then this episode, as they were leaving, you hear the song being sung, I guess. And then they followed the song, and then they saw these two kids. I believe, I might be wrong, but I believe it was the same two kids that were when Rudy and Isuzu were in the town, and an adventurer died. Was it an adventurer or whatever? I don't know, somebody died. And then the kids saw it, and then they started running away or something like that. I think it was the same two kids, So when they started singing the song, and then they noticed that other people were singing the song as well in the town, I felt more, they started singing, and then I think it was Isuzu, not already, I don't know, one of them, that was saying that this song was gonna be carried over, like all over the towns. It was going to spread. So I'm like, okay, now I feel better, because I feel like the song should have done something. And when she sang it last episode, I felt like, I didn't feel particularly like I like that she created this new song or whatever, but it didn't seem like it was doing much. But since this song basically represented hope, and you have these two kids that are singing it, you have these people in the town that are singing it, and then that this song is going to spread throughout, that made me feel better. It's going to bring a lot of hope to a lot of people. So yeah, it made me really feel better about this song, because I'm like, yeah, last episode it was a good song, and I'm glad that he sang it, but yeah, it was like, And then what else? The kids came home, and then Nyata saw them as they were leaving and brought them home, and they basically had a little party, I guess, with them. Since they've been on their own, and after everything that they've gone through, they've just been so stressed. But then once they got home, it's like, when you're home and you have all these people that have always been protecting you, you feel more at ease. You feel all that stress, all that basically negative emotions just sort of like sipped out of you, and then you just collapse. That's basically what happened to them. Because they're not the safe there. Because they have Shiroe, they have Nyata, they have Akatsuki, Naosugu, like all those people that know more about the game than they do, that can protect them. They have them there. So it's like, hey, we're home, now let's go to sleep. And then Minori said he saw Ruto in her dream, and then we switched to Shiroe with the letter in his hand. Also, when Naosugu and Akatsuki and what's her name were in the town, and then they saw these negative, like someone bumped into them, and the guy would just looked at them with this look, and Naosugu was asking if they've noticed that kind of behavior a lot in the town, and they're like, nah, it's probably nothing. And I'm like, yeah, it is something. That something is brewing slowly but surely, brewing in the town. Like a lot of people that feel, I guess, abandoned. There are a lot of people in the game that don't want to be in the game, that don't know what to do in the game. So they are probably, that's them being frustrated. And then you see Shiro was saying that, those kind of people, those kind of adventurers are also fanning the war, the brewing war, I guess, between the people of the land and the adventurers. And now he's like, how am I supposed to deal with that? If he was just facing monsters, he's amazing at it. But now there's something else. And then he mentioned Krusty. I'm like, yeah, man. People... I've said this many times. Krusty better come back. Because he's pissing me off. He better come back. What else? I know I was trying to say something else, but yeah, there's this person that was hitting on these two girls somewhere closer to the beginning of the episode, and then later you see the same two that was sort of like, who's this dude? You see them following him. Like, I'm like, there's something wrong about that. And then they mentioned someone called Sarah that was being kidnapped by this same person. And then you see that Sarah just walking with him like she was being controlled or something. And then one of them just straight up went and punched him. And then he turned. And then they said something about genius. They called it the genius of marriage, I think. Chemist, traveling merchant. Genius of marriage. Commissar, genius level 83. Yeah, they call him the genius of marriage. So this is the second time that we're seeing another genius, apart from those geniuses that showed up in the one episode with the leader of the Kanami. During the Kanami episode, there were, is it just the one genius or two geniuses? I don't know. But then now you have this genius of marriage that showed up in town and doing this. I love that when Sojiro noticed that this guy was using his stuff on the girls, was controlling them or something, and then he jumped in there. It's like, I'm not gonna let you do this. And then the guy turned around, said the same thing to him, like, will you marry me or something or other? Will you become a new bride or something? I don't know. And then the way the girls, how much they worship Sojiro. So I love how after he did this, he said that, and then the girls just jumped on him and punched him. I'm like, oh, that was fun. I love that moment. So yeah, that's what happened in this episode. Thank you guys for watching, and if you like this reaction, please give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and if you want to see my reaction to episode 21, hopefully you can 22. You can do so by checking out my Patreon at patreon.com/filmini, and you can also see the full and full this reaction there as well. So thanks for watching, and I will see you next time. Bye.